I don't know if the word ecstatic really puts into perspective how I feel right now. To see this kid, the credentials are there. He's been a linebackers coach, but let's look at him as a player for a second here. He's a Super Bowl champion, obviously, okay? Former All-Pro, former NFL Defensive Rookie of the Year, okay? We got all of that, led the team in tackles in 2010. Here's the thing that stands out in my mind, CC and RC. 7 consecutive seasons as the team captain. 7 consecutive seasons. When you think about you're playing for Bill Belichick and 7 consecutive years you're a team captain, that says something to me about your character. It says something to me about your football acumen.
You serious?
What do you know? Stephen A. Smith proves to be an idiot once again. Of course, he raved about a failed black head coach in the NFL. This is Sports Guy talking that you guys are watching and listening to. I am Dustin Tran, your host, as I am here today to talk about why Jerod Mayo is officially fired by the Patriots. Although the Patriots had a young, promising quarterback in Maye, they finished the season with a 4-13 record. However, Jerod Mayo was only given 1 season as the Patriots head coach. Before I say anything else, though, I want to present you guys with the topic question. So, here it is. Did the Patriots make the right decision to fire Jerod Mayo after 1 season? I'm going to say yes to that question. I'm not normally one to say coaches should be fired after 1 season, but in this situation, it was warranted. Why? Because Jerod Mayo had horrible press conferences week after week after week. You look at how he often made a statement during the week, during a press conference, and then he would walk back on those statements and do the exact opposite of what he said. When you think about good leadership, what do you think about the guy's mentality? You think of him as a guy that has strong convictions towards his beliefs while having a bunch of people believe in that. And Jerod Mayo did the exact opposite of that. It's like Jerod Mayo learned everything from Bill Belichick and then decided to do the exact opposite of what Bill Belichick did. Almost like he was used as a useful idiot by Robert Kraft and the people involved in the Patriots organization. Obviously, there's bad blood between Robert Kraft and Bill Belichick. There was a relationship that soured over the years, and Bill Belichick has been known as the greatest head coach in NFL history. Obviously, Bill Belichick had a way of doing things and how he conducted himself to the media, and Robert Kraft was obviously trying to prove a point that, hey, my way works better than yours, so let me go ahead and hire a useful puppet where he will answer the exact opposite of what Bill Belichick would do. So let me go ahead and use a guy that learned everything from Bill Belichick and then tell him to do the exact opposite of what he learned from Bill Belichick, which is what Jerod Mayo did. When Bill Belichick was the head coach of the New England Patriots, he did not like giving out information to the media because he understood that the media could twist his information around. So you know what Jerod Mayo does? Overshare everything to the media, and then says, I walk back on that statement. I take back everything I say, and then literally do the exact opposite of what he said. Obviously, when you have a head coach that takes back his statements on a consistent basis, you're going to lose the locker room sooner rather than later. I have a friend who was close friends with Maye since childhood. Obviously, I've heard a lot of inside information with the New England Patriots, and there was a clown show going on in that organization entirely. The players did not respect Jerod Mayo. The assistant coaches did not respect Jerod Mayo, and as a result of that, that is why Jerod Mayo got fired. I know some Jerod Mayo fanboys or some people that want to defend Jerod Mayo are going to say he was not handed a good roster whatsoever. What did you expect from Jerod Mayo? Well, I'll make this very clear. I expect Jerod Mayo to conduct himself in a professional manner during press conferences. I expect Jerod Mayo to install belief in the locker room. I can handle Jerod Mayo having a bad record in his first season as the Patriots head coach, but this is not about wins and losses. This is about whether or not the players believe in Jerod Mayo, and it was pretty clear the players did not believe in Jerod Mayo whatsoever. You also look how Jerod Mayo's expertise is defense, yet the Patriots were one of the worst defenses in the entire NFL this year. They couldn't stop the run whatsoever, despite the fact that they were one of the best run defenses under the Bill Belichick era. And obviously, the New England Patriots lost a lot of football games in blowout fashion because they gave up on their head coach. If they had a competent head coach and a better defense this year, this Patriots team wins 8 or 9 games. You look at how Maye was a promising promising young quarterback. Yeah, he made some mistakes in the passing game, but for the most part, he did solid at the position. He did a good job elevating his receivers. A lot of people can cry about how the Patriots didn't have any weapons whatsoever outside of Kayshon, Boutte, but not having weapons was not the reason why the Patriots went 4-13. They went 4-13 because their defense was putrid, and Jerod Mayo's calling card is defense. Obviously, Jerod Mayo is not a big name head coach as well, so if you're having a record that bad, you better bring something positive to the table. Jerod Mayo did not do that whatsoever. I also want to show you guys this clip of Jerod Mayo talking about racism during his first day of being the Patriots head coach. He said this in his introductory press conference. It was absolutely clownish at the time, and it's even more laughable now. Roll the film.
I do see color because I believe if you don't see color, you can't see racism. And whatever happens, black, white, disabled person, I've always, even someone with disabilities, I always, for the most part, people are like, when they're young, they kind of make the spot hot. Younger people know what that means. But what I would say is, no, I want you to be able to go up to those people and really understand those people. So it goes back to whatever it is, black, white, yellow, it really doesn't matter, but it does matter so we can try to fix a problem that we all know we have.
You're an idiot and a scammer.
Yeah, why did Jerod Mayo bring up racism during that time? What does race have to do with this conversation in the first place? Look, I don't think most fans care what skin color is the head coach. The head coach could be purple skinned if it meant they could go undefeated and win a Lombardi trophy. At the end of the day in the NFL, you're awarded based on wins and losses and whether or not you can control the locker room or not. Jerod Mayo was the definition of a DEI hire. If Jerod Mayo was white, a lot of people would be complaining, how did Jerod Mayo get this head coaching job in the first place? Jerod Mayo was an inside linebackers coach. This man wasn't even a position coach. He was basically a position of a position coach. That is how little experience Jerod Mayo had at that position. And look, I'm not here to dismiss Jerod Mayo's football IQ. I know Jerod Mayo knows a lot about defense. I know that because I saw him play good football for the New England Patriots. Look, if you play in Bill Belichick's defense and you're a team captain for a number of years, you obviously got to be pretty smart with knowing football. Nobody is questioning Jerod Mayo's football IQ on the defensive end of the field. However, it takes more than understanding X's and O's in order to become a good coach in any profession. Sometimes it's about the Jimmies and Joes, not the X's and O's. Jerod Mayo did not do a good job managing the personalities of the New England Patriots. You look at how the Patriots were often undisciplined and unfocused on game days, and that's why they came out of those games with losses more often than they came up with wins. Look, I can understand a team going 4-13 in his first season. That is very understandable. However, the way Jerod Mayo conducted himself in the media was less than professional, and obviously the locker room didn't respect Jerod Mayo whatsoever. They also have a young quarterback on the rise in Drake Maye. They need to get Drake Maye some better coaching. Jerod Mayo was just simply not going to be good enough in that role. Obviously, the Patriots used Jerod Mayo as a tank commander because they knew the roster was not good enough in 2024 anyway, so they figured, yeah, let's go ahead and use Jerod Mayo as a placeholder, and then we're going to get ourselves a real coach in 2025. That's what it's coming off as. Jerod Mayo was never looked at as the long-term plan of the Patriots. He was always going to be used as a bridge, and that's just the reality of the situation. Jerod Mayo certainly didn't help himself out either in terms of getting future NFL coaching jobs with the way he conducted himself in press conferences. I'm not saying this guy shouldn't be a defensive coordinator, but you need to go back to being an assistant for some time before becoming a head coach. It's really that simple. You failed at your job on the Patriots. Yeah, you were set up for failure, but you didn't do a good job controlling the controllables. So that is why the Patriots made the right decision to fire Jerod Mayo after one season, as they should hire Mike Vrabel to be the next Patriots head coach. Remember, go ahead and subscribe to Sports Guy Talking, like the video, and please comment down below. If you guys do that, I'm gonna shout you guys out in my Instagram story every Monday. That will be for the @DustinNashTran Instagram account. Make sure to follow me on Instagram @DustinNashTran, and that's Sports Guy Talking. Also, go follow me on Twitter @DustinNashTran. Again, go ahead and do those things that I just told you guys to go do. Hopefully, you guys enjoyed the content that was just produced. Peace out. I hope you enjoyed that video. Want more Sports Guy Talking, the home of great sports content? Make sure you click that subscribe button to get the latest from Sports Guy Talking. Go ahead and like the video, comment down below, check the description box on the video in order to follow my Instagram and Twitter. Also, be sure to check out more of the best clips from the YouTube channel, Sports Guy Talking.